guys, Joss here. So today I want to start looking at our budget build again, guys. We haven't looked at this since before Christmas, and I really do want to get our plow mounted up before it's spring and we have no snow left. So today, yeah, we're looking at this. So this is a RC4WD drive plow. This is the Blade snow plow, part number Z-X0007. Unfortunately, this plow is discontinued. However, they do pop up on eBay every once in a while. But this one is servo operated. I did already go ahead and pop a servo in there, just an RC4WD drive one. Hopefully it's strong enough to operate the plow. This one here just kind of goes up and down. Doesn't go side to side or anything like that. Yeah, I think it's going to be good enough just to kind of do what we want to do. So hopefully it's up for the task. And I also have the mount. So this is the snow blade mounting kit, and it's part number Z-S1504. So we got that. We got a whole bunch of stuff we got to do to this truck, guys. Still kind of in limbo. So I don't know how much we'll get done on this episode. But what I want to do is start getting the plow mounted up, and we'll see what else we have time for today. All right, guys, so first thing we got to do is get this mount off. So I'm going to get that off, and then we're going to get this opened up and have a look at the contents inside. All right, guys, so this is a really nice piece of really light aluminum. Obviously, you don't want to have steel because if it's with snow and salt, it's probably going to rust. So that's a really nice piece there. So basically, these are going to screw on here. And then this part here is going to, if I can adjust the camera, go in on the frame right here. That. So I'm going to go ahead and get those screwed in, and then we'll take a look at getting the actual mount mounted to this piece. So just on the back, you can see where that just fits right in that hole nicely there, guys. That part's going to go in on the frame. So we're just going to use these small little screws for the front there. Now, as always, I always recommend the blue Loctite, but you guys know that already anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and get that screwed in here. All right, so then it should look something like this. So what we're gonna do now is take the smaller, kind of medium-sized screws from the kit and slide this in place. So, and we're gonna go in for a little Loctite and get that bolted in here. All right, guys, so next up is the mount. So if you take a look at these, you can see there's sort of a flat edge, and when you look at the plow mount itself, there's a circular part and a flat edge. So simply just line those up. And again, we're going to use the included screws. These are going to be the long ones this time. Of course, we're going to use our Loctite again and get those screwed in. All right, so should look something like this. So now we're going to go ahead and try and get it through the holes here. Just like that. Now, one thing that the kit does not include is the screws that go up in here, but it's just like mounting any kind of SCX10 style set screws that go in there. So I'm going to check the parts box, see if I have anything that we can use to go and mount this plow in place. All right, guys, so there it is all mounted up. As you can see, looks pretty good. So now what I want to do is test fit our body again, just to make sure we don't have any clearance issues or anything like that. All right, and there it is, guys. So yeah, it fits on there perfect. No issues whatsoever. So I did have these. This was the CC hand. These were the bumper guards. We were gonna put these on. We were gonna mount them right here, but it looks like that's gonna be right in the way. So looks like we're probably not gonna be able to add these on this build, but that's okay. So I guess the next thing to do is to plug this in to our third channel and see if we can test this plow to go up and down. All right, guys, we got it all hooked up. It's all plugged in. Moment of truth. Like I said, this is a budget build, so I just have a cheap radio. It does have a third channel right here, so let's go ahead and give it a try. And that's about it. So that's just gonna come up about that much. And reverse, plow down. All right, now guys, I was able to adjust the chain just a tiny bit to get a little more clearance. That should be plenty. All right, guys, so now that we know the plow works, we got to add some lights to the truck as well. Got this little emergency flasher. That's going to be pretty cool in there, as well as we have our cab lights and our headlights and everything. But we do need to finish the patina on this, like I said before. So I did pick up some sandpaper and stuff. I do want to get this thing sanded and sprayed, and yeah, I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I kind of like the faded red look, but we're gonna work on detailing this up a little bit more. Like I said, I do have cab lights as well as this emergency flasher, so that's probably gonna be the next thing we're gonna work on, is getting the body all finished. All right, guys, I was able to get that plow up a little bit higher, so that's all good now. We got it all wired into our receiver box in the auxiliary, as well as I was able to get some extra wiring for our cab lights and our amber flasher that's going to go on the top. But before we switch over to the body, I got one last thing I want to do with the chassis here today. So I just want to thank Shrink RC for sponsoring this video. He sent us out some. These are the bed mounts for the K10 Scottsdale. Now, I did opt for just the bed mounts, so you can buy these separately on his website on their own. The K10 mounts are actually pretty nice, so I did opt to keep these just where it's a budget build. He does offer these on the website. I'll put a link in the description. I didn't want to go full on side, like we did with the dually. These are really nice. They're heavy though. I just thought it was a bit overkill for this truck, so we're gonna go ahead and get these on. I did show you that before, but we'll go ahead and get this on really quick. Alright guys, well, I apologize. I think we're going to leave this one here as part 1, but I'll be sure to link part 2 right here. So definitely stay tuned and just like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.